Assalamu alaikum viewers. I'm Zubia Irfan and I'm Customer Success Manager at CXO Global Forum. Today we are going to have a fireside chat session with Mr. Sohail Malik. And if I talk about our audience, we have people from startups from NICAT, and we have people from different departments of Bolton University. And the speaker we are having today is Mr. Sohail Malik, and he is an industry expert with over 25 years of experience in financial products, digital transformation, automation, and digital banking. As a financial inclusion strategist and registered consultant for PTA, he has played a key role in shaping policy and driving innovation in financial sector. With expertise in AI-driven decision making, digital lending, and consumer banking, Mr. Suhail is at forefront of leveraging AI tools like ChatGPT and DeepSeek to enhance IT collaboration and financial services. So we shall talk about how do you see AI tools like ChatGPT and DeepSeek transformation collaboration in IT sector. So Mr. Suhail, my first of all, very welcome to this fireside chat session. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
So first of all, a very warm welcome to this fireside chat session.
Thank you very much.
So my first question is, what are some real world examples where these AI tools have enhanced teamwork and efficiency in IT projects?
Okay, so when we talk about AI and machine learning, that's all part of the innovation and transformation human being are witnessing for the last so many years. So, if we talk about the innovation from the very first day, when somebody invented a wheel, that was kind of drastic innovation for that kind of world. Then, when we talk about our past lives, when we moved from writing a paper based letter to an email, that was a kind of, again, transformation, innovation. The people left the paper writing letters and started sending emails. Then, when we talk about other things related to innovation, that's all kind of continuous information, innovation, transformation in the human life, and that's going on, and that will going on. Same goes with AI. That's a kind of enhanced intelligence required to do things which are not possible without enhanced vision, enhanced transformation exposure, and other stuff related to doing transformation and innovation. And obviously, AI is giving a lot of input and lot of support to IT sector and other sector as well to transform their way of doing business, way of spending life, way of doing things. So, for example, if we talk about the IT sector, uh, few very top line examples can be the kind of code review, automated kind of code review. If somebody's writing a code for some mobile app, some system, obviously there is a cumbersome process of code review, quality assurance, and bug fixing, etc. So that's a kind of first support now IT teams and developers have in terms of AI based systems, AI based platforms. There are multiple platforms available where they can their get their code reviewed, debugged. Apart from that, there are other platforms and systems which are helping different industries and different organizations to manage their incident management, their cyber security posture, their day-to-day affairs related to security operation centers, making sure their systems are protected, making sure their systems are working as per the planned activity, as per the planned models. So that's a kind of AI platform, AI modeling, which are helping organizations and developers. Then, if we talk about the automation, there are thousands and millions of use cases which are being solved through the AI. If I'm talking about the banking sector, uh, we can have example of predicting frauds. So
Right.
there is certain pattern of every transaction for a user. So, for example, if I'm talking about you, you have some pattern for doing your transaction. Uh, you have a historical trend of logging into your mobile app, doing some financial transaction, checking your balance, paying some bills, doing some mobile top up. So that's a kind of data transactions history we have in our system. So now AI based platforms, AI based systems are actually monitoring your activities going forward based on your historical trends. So if we see that Zobia is never made a transaction in the middle of the night, or maybe there is a transaction coming from some IP from South Korea, and she's always doing transactions from Karachi or Islamabad or Lahore. So these are kind of AI based real time decision making to prevent kind of frauds. Then there are so many incidents and kind of areas where systems are being protected by different malware attacks, different cyber security attacks. Those are also example for these kind of AI based solutions. Then if we talk about the chatbots, nowadays every other business is using the chatbot and WhatsApp for communicating their customers, their users. So instead of putting human being sitting on a laptop responding to the answer, AI based model, AI based chatbots are responding the customer's query again based on their historical usage patterns, their historical queries, their historical answer, their historical FAQs related to that product and service. So all these kind of uh, models are actually evolving the digital side of the every business. Digital is not only meant by banks or the financial institution. Now digital is everywhere. If you are making a car, there is digital. If you are making some fridge, there is digital. If you are making some mobile phone, there is digital. So digital is everywhere. And now these AI based platform, AI based systems are helping every industry to innovate themselves, to come up with the kind of user experience, user expectations, and to remove multiple times of repeated works, multiple time of human efforts involved. So these kind of automated solutions based on the AI platform are helping every business. If we talk about the uh, day-to-day business for any IT company or any IT department, we are talking about the project management, for example. So there are multiple platforms who are helping the teams and organizations to effectively manage their projects, their timelines, their hurdles, looking at the historical trends, predicting the kind of issues coming up in a certain phase of the project. Apart from that, we can talk about the uh, optimization of services and channels. So, for example, if you are using cloud, there are so many platforms available for cloud management, optimization, and resource management. So, these kind of tools and platforms helping IT and digital in every business to effectively utilize their resources and time management.
Very right, very right. So, in what ways are AI driven tools in changing the roles of IT professionals? Are they replacing jobs or creating new opportunities?
See, this happens everywhere. When you are going to innovate something, there is a fear involved. As a human being, we are always afraid of two things. One is the replacement, one is the change. And somehow we link these both together. So we think if there is a change, something is going to be replaced. We can take it positively that these AI tools are actually making our lives easier. There are so many repetitive work which every IT or digital individual are doing today. These AI platforms are actually making their life easier so that they have number of hours and time available for strategic work, for productive work, instead of repeating the same kind of repeated job, same kind of copy and paste task. So I don't think anything related to these platform is going to replace the jobs or personnel from these kind of jobs or tasks, but they are going to make their life easier. When we talk about the banking industry, when you give debit card to your customers, when you give mobile app to your customer, that doesn't mean your branch staff is going to be eliminated or they are going to be fired because people are using debit card. They can do multiple positive jobs. They can do strategic work. They can do multiple productive work instead of just paying cash to the customer, getting checks from the customer. So this fear is in back of mind of everyone. But believe me, AI is not replacing jobs. They are helping jobs to do those jobs in a better way, in a smaller time, in a productive way, and with higher results.
Exactly. So, how do these AI tools improving coding, debugging, and problem solving for developers and IT teams?
Yeah, as I discussed earlier, that there are so many repetitive uh, 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 steps in coding. So you need to write a code line, and that's being repeated every time in two, three, four, five steps. So these AI tools are actually eliminating those repetitive works, and they are doing that for that developer. Then there is a code bugging. If there is a bug in the code, if there is an error in the code, these platforms are helping again to the developer to fix that bug, to fix that error, and make your code error free, make your code effective. So on top of that, when you're talking about the quality assurance of that platform, that code, that's again helping those developers, those teams to effectively utilize the coding and effectively work on the productive side of the development rather than making repetitive effort on debugging and code reviews and other things. Then these platforms actually give you best practices, best global practices, best regulatory practices, best local practices to actually see into the coding environment that what kind of standards you need to use, what kind of standards industry is using, what kind of standards globally players are using. So I think that's actually helping them. And on top of that, there are so many other factors involved, like as I said, mentioned, project management is being effectively utilized by these AI tools. Then problem solving kind of issues, documentation handling, documentation making, even in your team discussions, team deliberations, AI tools are helping them to actually suggesting something on some specific topic or making maybe kind of documenting those discussions, integrating those discussions into different project management tools, and there are so many ways that developers and digital and IT teams are getting benefits out of these AI based platforms.
Right, right. So, what are some challenges or risks associated with integrating AI like ChatGPT and DeepSeek in IT collaboration?
See, everything has time to actually evolve and learn. AI is at a very early stage of uh, evolution and getting used into our daily life. Then obviously AI is a self-learned pattern and self-driven kind of decision making based on some data, obviously. But if you talk about a human judgment and human intervention into any decision making, there are multiple factors involved. Not uh, in our daily life, it's just not about the two plus two make four. There are other elements as well. So obviously risks are there, but I think by effectively utilizing AI plus human collaboration, these things can be better. So what we can do is to make sure accuracy of AI based platform, we can link kind of human intervention and uh, collaboration with these decision making, these rules which AI system is using. Then obviously there are other risks involved like cybersecurity risks, privacy, data privacy issues. So these are again kind of example we can use collaborative approach instead of just relying 100% on AI. Obviously, there will a day come when AI will be a perfect model for getting end to end 100% at their own. But obviously, it will take time because that's still in learning mode. And that AI platform always remain in learning mode. Then, if we talk about the some kind of regulatory or compliance factors, obviously there are risks involved in making sure that these regulatory and compliance factors are taken care of in AI-based decision making, AI-based handling of affairs day to day. So these are kind of issues and risks involved in AI-based totally decision making.
Right, right. So, how can companies ensure ethical AI usage and avoid over dependence on AI in decision making?
Yeah, as we were just discussing, that it's a best combination kind of AI based platform plus human intervention. So first of all, companies obviously need kind of uh, ethical guidelines, that what kind of guidelines will be followed while using these AI based platforms to make sure that not everything is going on autopilot mode and there are human intervention involved, there are guidance involved, there are people who are looking into these things on daily basis. So things are not going into kind of at the autopilot, as I mentioned. Then obviously there should be a kind of monitoring as well, that some management level is looking into the decision making side, what's happening on the AI based platform and output, what kind of output is coming, what kind of result they are generating, what kind of risk coming up on the surface, what kind of involvement required from the human. Then I think there should be regular. When I say regular, that could be maybe weekly or monthly or quarterly audits for these platforms, especially outcomes and rules you are defining on these platforms, to make sure that we are even learning with these outcomes. We are looking deeply into the trends, what's going on in terms of usage, in terms of kind of violations, in terms of new coming up trends, globally, locally, in terms of some regulatory requirements. So these all things can make a joint effort to make sure that in every company, AI based platforms, AI based decision making is going with the flow, and it's generating positive outcome instead of preparing for some big disaster or some surprises going on.
Right. So, what skills should IT professionals develop to work effectively alongside AI powered tools?
Yeah, so basically, when we talk about getting skills, technology is changing every day. If we talk
Yes.
about today, there are so many people who actually uh, doesn't know how to Google some topic. So searching something on the Google is also requires some kind of uh, talent to know what kind of information you want, because Google has a lot of information which is partially not relevant to the question you're asking. So actually asking a question on Google is some kind of art. So on based on working on these AI based platform, these AI based decision making models, I think IT professionals need to learn actually AI and machine learning fundamentals. That on what fundamentals these AI platforms are working, what kind of fundamentals these machine learning systems, machine learning platforms are using, and what kind of rules are being defined on these platforms to come up with a productive outcome. What kind of rules need to be uh, edited, what kind of new rules need to be edited, what kind of rules should be there, what kind of rules should not be there, what kind of things should be automatically stopped, what kind of things should be escalated to CC as a as a human being to decide actually that what should be the decision on this kind of issue, this kind of uh, area coming. So then, as I mentioned, searching something Google, uh, prompt asking a prompt from AI is really important. You should learn how to ask something from AI to get your relevant answer. Your relevant query is being answered in a best way as per your expectation. I frequently tell my team that whoever in nowadays cannot use ChatGPT is useless in next 2 to 5 years, because everything is moving towards ChatGPT AI based platform. So you need to learn. You need to uh, uh, make ChatGPT usage part of your daily routine, so that instead of wasting a lot of time on repetitive work, you can do productive working. You can strategize your work. You can make your output number of times multiple by using these platforms. Then obviously these professionals need to learn the uh, kind of uh, data literacy, and you know uh, some audit parameters for these decision making engines, these AI based, as I mentioned, rules, what kind of rules we are putting in to get what kind of outputs. Then awareness about what's going on into the global worlds, what's going on in the regulatory side, to make sure we are compliant with every regulation. We are working positive side of the whatever kind of field we are working in. Then problem solving is a kind of other expertise every IT individual should learn nowadays to effectively use these platforms. And I think that will make a lot of life easier in IT and digital fields.
Right. So, in the end, I would like to ask, how do you think AI collaboration will evolve in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, I think there's a huge potential in AI usage in every business going forward. If you look at the vehicle side, if you look at the banking side, if you look at the consumer side, everybody is working on innovation and transformation. And when we talk about innovation and transformation, AI is the front line for these kind of things, to actually gauge the human behavior and come up with the right kind of solutions. So, for example, if we talk about the daily routine of your financial needs, uh, you are using either ID, debit card, you're using mobile app. So, machine learning and your AI based platform are learning your daily, hourly behaviors, what kind of financial needs uh, you are getting fulfilled with these mobile apps, with internet banking. So, they are maintaining a whole data for these users, and whatever kind of uh, out of the pattern behavior will trigger a rule on these platforms, and that will make life easier, not only for the customers but for the banks also. So if a customer is getting robbed by some fraudster, obviously that's a problem for the bank, because their customer is getting their trust shattered. So every industry is going to use and utilize these AI based platforms to actually come up with the rightest product for uh, as per customer requirements, as per customer needs, and then uh, come up with the right kind of customer experience, right kind of customer expectations in their product and services, to make sure that everybody is getting uh, way beyond their expectations from any product, any services, from any bank, any automobile company, any FMCG company. So I think in next 5 to 10 years, life is going to be changed drastically. Everything will be based on uh, data. As we always say, data is a gold mine. Data is a gold mine for every company. They need to build products on their customer behavior. They need to come up with different above expectations of the customer. either they are making a juice or they are making a, aeroplane. There is a huge usage of AI based platform and machine learning to fulfill their customer expectations and customer requirements from their companies.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Suhail. Now I would request to the audience if they have any questions, they may ask, please. Any question from the audience? Okay. So, Mr. Suhail, thank you very much for your time, and we had a very insightful discussion with you. And I hope our audience and our viewers will learn a lot from it. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Allah Hafiz.